You know the story of Hari the lion? There was a small lion cub which grew up in the midst of sheep. Apnara jane no story. What very briefly I will go into the story. What happened was the lioness, she died while giving birth to the cub, and she was attacking a flock of sheep when this cub was born. And so the lion cub grew up in the midst of sheep. The mother had died, and it thought it was a sheep. It just thought it was a sheep. It was a lion cub. We also think we are amra choto khato people. What can we do? Sadhan bhajan to khub uchu jinesh. What can we do? If you think you are a sheep, you will start behaving like a sheep. So this lion cub started bleating and eating grass for a lion. But it started doing that because it thought it was a sheep. And then it moved around with the sheep and bleating loudly like a sheep. So like this it was growing up slowly. One day a lion from the forest came there, and he saw that there is something yellow moving about with the sheep. From a distance it saw, and then it came closer and saw it is another lion cub, and moving with the sheep and bleating like a sheep and eating grass. And he said, what a disgrace to my family, cat family. This fellow is behaving like a sheep. How can this be possible? And so he decided to rescue the lion cub. And so he took his chance and pulled him away from the flock of sheep and dragged him into the forest to a lake and showed him his face there and said, look, your face resembles mine. How do you think you are a sheep? Why do you move with sheep and bleat and eat grass? And the lion cub now was very disoriented. He said, no, I am a sheep. I'm used to thinking I'm a sheep. I have become a sheep because I think I am a sheep. And then he showed him his reflection and said, look at your face. And it resembles mine. তো এই দুটো জিনিস খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট আমাদের লাইফে। দেখুন, doubting that you are a sheep is very important. Doubting that I can't, am I a sheep or not? এটাকে বলে identity crisis. In our life, you can call it identity crisis. Doubting our real nature. Can I be this body and mind? See, perfectly objectively you can study the body. That's what medical science is about. Objectively you can study the mind. That is what psychology, psychiatry is about. If you can objectively study something, can you be that thing? It means there's a subject studying something as an object. You, the awareness, are the subject always. You are studying, you are seeing the body and mind objectively. So you were never the body and mind, but you thought you are body and mind alone. Like the lion cub thought he was the sheep. So this identity crisis means genuinely thinking, I cannot be merely this. Eta amar sharup noy. Eta amar porichoy noy. This is not my real nature. I am functioning through this, but I am not merely this. This is the first step to transformation. This identity crisis, if it comes, if the lion cub feels, maybe he is right, I should explore and see. Then what will the guru do? The lion guru, he will show you the reflection. Swaswaruper parichay, otake chena. Swaruper parichay. Understanding who I truly am. There are various ways of doing this. If you want these higher levels of happiness, you must understand the source of happiness. Where is it coming from? Why is Vedanta telling me the source is right within you? It is you yourself. Bliss is a property of the Atman. More than a property, it is the Atman. Not that the Atman is blissful. Atman is bliss. It is of the nature of bliss. So this reflected in your mind is giving you a beautiful experience of happiness. But the original stuff in itself, how much happiness it should give? So understanding this, Swaswaruper parichay pava mane, understanding I am the Atman functioning through this body-mind complex. Then I will not give in to objects to get happiness. You see, basically this is our problem. Because I think I am only this body, then the only way I can get happiness is through the senses. If I think I am only the mind, I have only intellectual happiness available because I am the mind. If I know I am the Atman, I will have higher and higher levels of happiness available to my experience, because that is the inherent nature of the Atman. So once you understand this, Tarpar ki korchen Guru, what did the lion Guru do to the cub? He showed him his face, and then from somewhere he bought a piece of meat. Etao Thakur bolchen, and guje dilen or mukhe. He put it into his mouth and said, taste blood, taste this. You are a lion, you are not a sheep. I couldn't rock their taste pelo. He got the taste of this higher bliss, and he roared like a lion. He understood he is not a sheep. It's a mistake. He thought wrongly. Amrao shetai korchi. We are constantly identifying with what we are not. Although it is in our own experience to see, I, the awareness, am always separate from body and mind. You see, you pass through so many experiences of life. You were that young infant, you were the toddler, you were the young person, then you got older, now you are getting on in years. The same I has passed through all this. How can you be merely body and mind? You are aware of body and mind. Body and mind is not aware of you. Isn't it? It's in your own experience. So how can you be merely body and mind? Your very memory is proof that you are not merely body and mind. If you remember your past, and if you can anticipate your future, you are there continuously. There is an unchanging element in us, which is called the Atman, of the nature of pure consciousness, whose very nature is existence, awareness and bliss. Satchidananda. That is your real nature. If you connect with that, you will get bliss by yourself, blissful by yourself. You will get into ecstasy by yourself. Thakur Jivane apni dekhun, no factor was required to cause him ecstasy. He could use Mother Kali's image as a stimulus, but by himself, he got into that state. Taina, Thakur hardly needed an excuse to get into samadhi. Sarakhan oi avasthay thakten Thakur. Ekbar, somebody closed an umbrella in Thakur's presence. He went into samadhi. Why? You know why? Because it reminded him of the sudden gathering of the powers of the mind. Yoger avasthay etai to hai. Joger avasthay. Suddenly the mind is gathered within, into the self. So that reminded him, and he went into samadhi. One day somebody was standing in the pose of Krishna. Oi pose keu dadiye chilo. Seeing it, tar uddipan hoye gelo, he went into samadhi. When he saw immoral women, he would go into samadhi. Ma tumi ekhane ei veshe. The least things could put him into that state. Why? The mind has become so sensitive. It has turned within completely. So you see, bhav samadhi, when you see all these things in the life of these great people, we can understand where joy inherently lies. Once we get this clear picture, we should not invest our energies in the wrong places. The science of happiness teaches us this. Get a taste for spiritual practice. Just as that lion guru gave the lion cub meat, apnader guru apnake ekta dhan diyechen. Apnader. What is it? It is your mantra. It has been given. It is actually a gem. It cannot be compared with anything. Just doing sadhana with that gem will get you these levels of happiness. It's a treasure in your hands. If you are able to culture awareness using this, you will find all this to be perfectly true. You are such close devotees of the order, so I can tell you that this is a possibility in your life. Sadhana darkar. Not that Atma Jnane Jane sadhana darkar, because Atman is always there. My mind is not opening to that truth. My mind is wrongly conditioned. My mind has not understood these concepts clearly by itself. Shei Jane sadhana darkar. When my mind opens to the truth, you will see truth is always there. It always was, always is, and always will be. Shei Jane word ki use kara hai realization. It is not getting something new. It is just knowing what is already there. My mind was so long closed, now my mind through sadhana opened up. Manya Katha. If you generate a sattvic state of mind, an elevated state of pranic energy, if you become fully alive within yourself, happiness will descend upon you simply. It is always there, it doesn't descend anywhere. Your mind has opened to the truth of your being. So this is the fulfillment of human life. This is what yoga is pointing towards, this is what Vedanta is pointing towards, and the lives of all these great people are directly showing us this. এখন আমরা কতটা করব সেটা দেখতে হবে. How much we utilize our energies to go into this consciously, deliberately, willfully. This is the whole point.